Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm actually going to go through a few different techniques I've learned how to remove tampographs and removing paint from figures. Some of y'all may be thinking, like, why would I need to remove tampographs or paint from figures? Some of you won't need to do that. I'm a little OCD about certain things, and one of the things that really bugs me on Marvel Legends, they put these serial numbers on the legs. And with these techniques, you can actually remove these and not hurt the figure. Some of the techniques I'm going to go through in this video, actually, one of the first ones I usually do is clear nail polish. Actually has some acetone in it. You can use this to remove tampos. This is a newer product I started using for removing tampographs. My friend Jason told me about this, and it's good for plus it's a bonus, like it cleans your brushes. Gets all the paint and acrylics off your old paints off your brushes. Water won't always get your brushes good and clean, but this will clean them up really well. But you want to make sure you don't have any of this on your hands before you pick up another figure. Because it will just, if you just had the slightest little bit of residue on this, it'll start melting the paint away. So make sure your hands are clean after you use this stuff. And a third method I'm actually going to use in case if you've painted a figure and you want to strip the paint off, something happened, you didn't like it, and you want to strip the paint off, there's another product I use. It's super clean. And you can buy this. I bought this at Walmart. It's pretty cheap, but you want to be very cautious with this. It's very caustic, and you don't want to get this on your bare hands. So I recommend wearing rubber gloves when you're using that stuff. I have some laying out here for that. To show off that method, I actually have a gun from G.I. Joe Classified's Duke that I painted silver. So I replaced his gun with a Valverse weapons pack. So I just want to throw some paint on this, show you how to remove the paint. And I'll actually show some samples of that too. But this requires for the parts to soak for a while. And the Super Clean is pretty safe on most plastics. I have yet to have any issues with the plastics I've cleaned off. Now all the action figures I've ever stripped paint off of. I'm going to go ahead and soak this in Super Clean while I'm showing the other techniques. Let's go ahead and get this fixed up. Set this to the side. Let that start soaking. First technique is one of the oldest ones I've used to remove tampographs is the clear nail polish. With the clear nail polish, you will get you a clean Q-tip and take a little bit of the nail polish and paint over the area you want to remove the paint from. Also need to clean up a sprue mark here, but that's for later. That's it. And there you go. You see it wipes the tampograph right off. Just make sure to get all the nail polish off. Dissolves that completely off there. It's nice and clean. There's no more numbers. And just a repeat, I'll just show on the Punisher figure. And there. And it wipes right away. As you have no more markings on your figure. The brush cleaner works very similar method. You dab your clean Q-tip. These movie Venom parts are actually my friend Jason's that told me about this brush cleaner method. I've put together one dark heart for them, and I'm fixing up another one. So I want to remove these tampographs before I do any more work on the figure. I have the figure tore down. And you want to just dip your Q-tip into the solution, and you want to wipe, and there goes the tampos. Takes them right off. And after you get the tampos off, you want to take a paper towel and wipe it down get the excess off, because you don't want to leave this stuff on here. This is pretty potent stuff. It can dissolve the plastic if you're not careful. But it removes all the tampographs. I feel this stuff does a little bit, if your tampographs are a little thicker base, like these white ones on the movie Venom, it does a little better job than just the nail polish. The nail polish still will work. Let's go ahead to use the nail polish on this one. You want to make sure you get all nail polish back off. And it actually did really well about removing the tampos as well. Like I said, just have to make sure you get everything out of the crevices. Easy peasy. We'll go over it with the brush cleaning solution. One quick little wipe. Everyone may not have access to be able to get this stuff, but it removes the tampographs so easily. But I would assume just about anybody should be able to get some clear nail polish. And that makes quick work of the tampos as well. I'm just going to go ahead to hit it with a little bit of super clean, just to make sure all that brush cleaner is off. And there we go. Nice clean forearm to work with. I'll repeat this process and remove all the tampographs off the figure. Now, that's one thing about removing paint too. It's a good thing to learn, because no matter how long you've been doing custom work, accidents happen, mistakes happen, and you can easily get discouraged if you screw up the paint on your figure. I've been doing custom work for a long time. I had this almost completely finished. The skin tones, had the shading, everything. Then I had a bad batch of clear, and it just ruined the paint. And I had to strip this back down and start over. And I used the super clean to remove all the bad paint and start to get back to where cleaned up and primed again. So if you have accidents with paint, just don't get discouraged. Most things can be fixed. Okay, let's see. Let's get some gloves on. Check on our pistol. I have big hands, and these are kind of little small gloves, so let's try this. All right, now let's check the status on the gun. Oh, look there! Don't even have to do anything to it. Super clean dissolved that silver paint. That was acrylic. Tamiya silver acrylic. Tamiya. Yeah, let's go with that. And what little time I've been showing here, I didn't skip through this. It dissolved every bit of that silver paint off the gun. This stuff pretty potent stuff. So, like I said, always wear rubber gloves when you're dealing with this if you're going to have your hands in it. There we go. It's like new again. I've actually used the super clean to restore some vintage He-Man figures that a friend of mine got in a collection. When he got this collection, a lot of toys and stuff were very well taken care of, but these these original Master Universe figures, The battle armor and stuff looks like it was taken off immediately when they were bought brand new back in 1982 and put in a packaging, because there was not a single mark or play mark, wear mark on that armor and weapons for those figures. But the guy who originally owned them when he was a kid, he painted bloody, like, battle damage onto the figures. Bloody scars, nicks, and cuts. Other than that, the figures were pristine. The toys were never played with after he put the bloody battle damage on them. I was able to soak those figures in super clean and take that 30-year-old paint off those figures and made them look pristine, brand new again. I was really surprised how well. We're a little worried about the soft rubber on the He-Man heads, and this took the paint, that old paint, and left the factory tampos. That's one good thing about the super clean. It won't affect the tampographs like this gold paint here, but it will remove enamels, lacquers, the acrylics. It will dissolve it in no time whatsoever. Well, that's all for this tutorial. Thank you for taking the time to watch it. I hope this helps some of you guys that's been trying to figure out how to remove these tampographs off figures. If you like stuff like this, let me know. Like, share, subscribe. I'll catch y'all next time.